Welcome to Beauty and the Gi, the podcast about Jiu Jitsu and so much more. I'm Jen Eads, a very out-of-breath blue belt, because we are recording this right after class.
And I'm AJ Klingerman, a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu brown belt, obsessed with Jiu Jitsu and buried with camp.
Yes, and you might hear a little of the AC in the background, but it's July in Indiana, and we're not turning that off.
Yeah, deal with it.
Deal with it. Because we're hot.
We're just hot.
So speaking of camp, that's kind of what this episode is about. But what I like about it is that it applies to other big events that someone might be attending.
That's right. Any type of camp or seminar.
Yeah.
Or even, some of them just kind of apply to classes and maybe
True.
Joining a new school or something like that.
Yeah. So we have all sorts of tips for you about, I don't know, what are we calling this anything in particular? Or
I don't know. We're going to need a name for it.
we are going to need a name at some point.
Maybe we'll figure it out by the end. We'll be like, that's the name of the
That's
podcast.
the name. Yeah. See, we just show up and start talking with a general idea.
But if you are coming to Roll Model Camp this
Yes.
weekend, you definitely want to listen to this episode and kind of have some goals in place for the weekend.
Yeah, because this started because I asked you yesterday what some of my goals should be. I was like, just give me 3 so I don't get overwhelmed, because I've been to camp enough and I've been to enough, like even podcasting conferences and stuff like that, where it is just a fire hose of information. And then I'm totally overwhelmed. And then anything that I learned never actually gets implemented.
Yeah.
Which is really sad, because
Yeah.
you learn all this really great stuff.
Yep.
So the 3 goals that you gave me were not what I was really expecting.
Yeah. And probably I kind of give you maybe more than 3, kind of. But
Yeah.
But yeah. So tell us what.
The first goal was make a new friend.
Definitely not what you expected for what you should get out of Jiu Jitsu camp.
No, and I know that you've talked about it before, but there's a part of me that's like, well, I have friends.
She's not talking to me. She means other people should make new friends, right?
Right. That's exactly.
That's my introvert talking.
Maybe. I'm like, can't you just tell me to practice an armbar or something? That would be way easier than making a new friend.
But really, that's one of the best parts is it really is making the connections. And, some of the people that come to camp are lifelong friends because they've been coming to camp for several years. And it becomes this mini family reunion where you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to see all my friends again.
Yeah, I am excited. And then you also told me to practice, so pick one thing from each session and commit to practicing it in upcoming weeks.
Yeah. So it is a fire hose of information.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I will tell you, or, people in the beginning, because we have a lot of women coming to camp that are less than a month into jiu-jitsu.
Wow.
So it is definitely a fire hose for them for sure.
Yeah.
So if at camp, the only thing you practice is the first move of every instructor's series, that's okay. Even if your partner is practicing other things, you can stick with the first thing and never move on because you're like, okay, I'm going to get this one thing. That's okay. Or you can practice it all and you can be bad at it and it doesn't matter, right? It really makes no difference. But especially at the blue belt and above level, just trying to pick one thing that you're like, okay, that actually fits into my game. That's something I'd like to practice more. And just make sure that you have the details on that and start trying to implement it into your normal game plan, normal rolling after camp.
Another goal you gave me. I think this is the hardest. This is harder than make a new friend. So if anyone else has a goal of making a new friend, make sure you come find me and we will be friends and we can mark that goal off the list.
Check.
The other thing you told me to do was set a goal for how many rounds for the entire weekend that I will roll with strangers.
Yes.
I'm going to set 5, a goal of 5 for each day, because I still want to roll with some of my friends that I've made.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
I can totally make friends.
Right. So you want to roll with some people you already know, for sure.
Yeah.
But so you want to roll 5 rounds each day with strangers?
Yes.
Great. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love that.
And then maybe 2 on Friday.
Okay.
Right out of the gate. Gonna find some new people.
Yeah. I like that.
And I might have gone on Instagram yesterday and done a reel, which you might have seen, saying, hey, if you need somebody to roll with, come find me.
Yes, come be my friend.
I'm just trying to, do a little prep work beforehand.
Yeah.
So I feel a little better already. So thank you for everyone that has already messaged me and said that they would roll with me.
That's nice.
Got like 3 people. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
That's good. That's a great
almost
start.
The whole day.
It's a great start.
So I've covered Friday.
So in your notebook, will you like write down the name of the person that you roll with just to try to remember?
I will.
That's good.
Is that a suggestion?
I do like that. Yeah. That was a double suggestion because that was the hidden, like have a notebook in there too.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think you can function at camp without a notebook.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm always amazed. I am amazed by the people that come to camp and don't take notes or any video or anything.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would expect to remember that. Like, unless you have like an eidetic memory, I don't know how you can, like retain any of it afterwards because it's so much. So yeah, highly, highly, highly recommend a notebook. And some of the coaches will let you video so long as you don't post it. And the ones that don't, then, just video you and your friend running through the moves really fast after the seminar so that you can have it and look at it and remember it.
Yes. But also make notes or when you go back to watch the video, you'll be like, wait, I'm missing something. Because for me, it's always the little details that are in my notes that make the video make sense.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Like I wrote it down and then I videoed it and now I can like go back. Either way, like I can watch the video and be like, what am I doing there? I don't see what I'm doing or I'm missing something. And I see the notes. And I'm like, okay. Or I read my notes and I'm like, what am I talking about? And then I watch the video. I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember. Like, so they kind of go really well hand in hand.
Definitely. Yeah. It's like double. I think it helps me too to actually write it down and have to process it and think through the steps in my head.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then, like just being able to write down like the people you met and the people you rolled with and, that kind of stuff is really cool because that's going to help you like connect later online instead of just offline.
Yeah, exactly. And then something else that you told me to do was to have fun because it's really, I sometimes, as you know, set unrealistic and unreasonable expectations for events and things and myself. And now I'm just going to go have fun.
Yeah.
Make some new friends and basically treat it like summer camp.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it is, right? So you don't want to just get caught up in like, I have to do this. I have to do this. I'm absolutely speaking from experience here, right? Like I'm running the camp.
So you know things.
I do. I understand like being task oriented. And so that is also a huge goal for me to make sure that I am getting to experience camp as well. And that I'm having fun and then I'm meeting new people. And like all of these are not just goals for you. They are goals for me as well.
Do you have a goal for how many rolls with strangers?
Here's the thing. I just want to beat my record of rolls for like, since we've started doing the bigger camps. I think last year I rolled 3 rounds, maybe 4. We'd have to go back and listen to the podcast to know. But, and then like the year before I rolled, maybe 4. And I think that year, like 2 of them were with Risser, 1 with somebody else from our team and 1 that was from not a stranger, but like not from the team.
Yeah.
So my goal is to at least get 5 rounds for the weekend.
Nice.
And for me, that's a lot because there's just so much happening and I'm constantly needed in a lot of different places. And I would like, 2 or 3 of them to be with people that I don't know, or at least I don't know well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Good.
my current goal. I know it's a small goal, but for me, that feels at least record breaking.
As the one running the camp, what other goals do you have?
Mostly for everyone to feel like they belong, for them to feel welcome, for them to not be terrified. Like you might walk in terrified, but I want that to quickly go away.
Just come find me.
We can all be terrified together. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll just sit in a corner.
Well, I just want everyone to have a really great experience. And yeah, I don't know. I think I just want it to be a good time for everyone. And I want everybody to like have these goals of having fun and meeting new people and learning some new stuff. And, like it is a jiu-jitsu camp, but there's a little bit that like jiu-jitsu is almost secondary.
Yeah.
The experience of the whole thing is what I want the most.
Yeah. Well, and I like that, like you kind of scheduled in some breaks in between sessions. And because if I have found that when stuff goes back to back, I will either like entirely skip a session because I'll be just like, my brain is fried.
Yeah.
So just having a little few minutes to kind of reset for the next session is really nice.
Yeah. And we've got some added little things. So if you've been in the past couple of years, you know that there's some heavy things we do too. And so we've done we've added in some things to kind of like get you back into a good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I'm being very vague about that, but
yeah,
I'm being vague for the people that don't know, but if you know, you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Also, I have a goal to shop.
Oh, that's high on my list. Yeah. Beth and I we were out looking at something this week and she's like, do you want a shirt? I was like, no, I'm saving all my money for camp. Yeah, like I have priorities.
I have priorities, man.
Yeah.
There's so much cool stuff coming. I definitely have a goal to get some shopping in.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm getting paid on Friday. I'm glad I write that check.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. To me, from me.
To Jiu Jitsu. I'm just going to sign it over.
Yeah, to sign it over.
What else should people know for camp, especially if this is their first time coming?
So let's talk about like if you're a parent coming. So if you have a kid, the kids have to be checked in and out. They cannot leave the kids' room on their own. So that's an important thing to know. And also, if you're just sending your kid like with a coach or a friend or whatever, to make sure that they have money for food and that they have some snacks and stuff like that. I think that some of our parents in the past couple of years just forgot that their kid would have to eat. So making sure that, they're prepared for those kind of things is really important.
Yeah. Speaking of food and snacks, like what's the layout and expectation on that? Because, I need to know about the
I need
food
to know where the food is.
situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't want to roll hangry. Then I won't make any friends.
Exactly. You won't like me when I'm hangry.
That's right.
There will be some like breakfast items that we supply Friday morning at the workshops.
Okay.
And then if you're staying at the hotel, they do made to order breakfast. So that'll be available, Saturday and Sunday. There's not a restaurant at the hotel. I mean, there is, but they close it down during the weekend other than breakfast. Yeah, I didn't know that. Really wish I'd known that sooner, but didn't. So, having your own snacks is a good plan.
Yeah.
It is a populated area, so it's going to be easy for us to like order food.
Good.
So that's good. And then there's lots of restaurants nearby, and there's packets that have all of the restaurants that, we kind of recommend and their hours and all of that in them.
Okay.
But, and then we'll have some snacks at the party and stuff. So,
okay.
Yeah. Also at the party is where we're going to do all the raffles.
Oh, so that's nice.
You're only getting the raffle tickets if you come to the party, only because it was such chaos trying to do the raffles throughout the time last couple of years. So all the raffles will be done at the party. And if you bring supplies for the Julian Center, which is a local women and children's shelter here, if you bring supplies for them, you'll get a second raffle ticket. So bring those supplies to the party, you'll get a second raffle ticket, and you'll be in the raffle twice.
Is there any info on the website about like what is suggested to bring?
We posted it in the group.
Okay.
So we have a private group on Facebook. If you're not a part of that, it's just Roll Model Women's Only Grappling Camp, I think is the private group. And so there is a list posted there of the things the Julian Center needs. If you're not on Facebook, you can message me. I'll send it to you. I'll also probably put it in an email, or you can look on the Julian website.
Okay, cool. Do you have your outfit planned for the 90s party
I
on
definitely
Saturday?
have my 90s outfit planned, which I feel like I'm basically wearing right now. So I'm going to wear overalls, and I'm going to wear a cutoff t-shirt underneath, like a cropped t-shirt, Britney Spears t-shirt, of course.
Of course.
And with a flannel around my waist.
Of course.
And then some like Chuck-like shoes, I think.
I had to go digging through tubs this weekend because I could not find the one t-shirt
that you really wanted to wear.
And I was in a panic. And I was like, Beth, have you seen this t-shirt? She's like, I haven't done anything with it. I was like, I didn't accuse you or suggest that you might have. But she has this memory of where stuff goes. And I swear, she's like, well, check this one tub in the closet in the bathroom upstairs. I go up. I didn't even know that this tub existed.
Yeah.
It's right on top. Very first shirt in the tub.
Very impressive.
She's amazing.
Yes, right?
Yeah. So that avoided that panic. So yes, I now have, everything that I'm wearing Saturday night.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Really, I had a harder time choosing what I was going to wear to speak on Friday because I'm doing so many workshops. So yesterday we spent probably an hour with me just trying on every dress in my closet. Not really everyone, but a fair amount of them.
And what are you speaking on Friday?
So
for people that are coming in,
Yeah.
because there's lots of sessions on Friday.
Yeah, I'm doing the opening workshop, which will be a little bit of a like what to expect and get to know you kind of thing. And we're going to play a little game there. There's going to be some prizes. And then in the afternoon, I'm doing a talk on business. And then I'm going to do a mastermind session with the business owners there.
Nice.
So if you're a business owner and you want to participate in that, then you need to sign up for it because it is a limited number. And I think we only have a couple spots left for it. But yeah, so we'll be doing that in a different room. And you are also running a roundtable, yeah?
I am all about podcasting.
Do you know anything about podcasting?
A couple things. And that's how I'm going to make more friends. So please come to my roundtable.
Very true. That's a very good way. You're my friend now. You're my friend now.
Exactly. I'm going to knock that goal out of the park.
Very good. Anything else?
Well, now that I know where snacks are and that's covered, I think I'm good to go.
Yeah, there is a pool. So if you want to bring a suit, I don't know if there's a hot tub, but there's definitely a pool. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. I am fully excited, although I still have so much to do.
I'm excited and I just have to show up and have fun.
That's right. That's right. And that's what most people need to do, right? Just show up and have fun.
Yeah.
So there are still spots available, but we will not be taking registration at the door.
Okay.
So if you want to register online, you can still do that at rollmodelswanted.com. But once we hit Friday morning, there will not be registration at the door. There won't be a person available to do that.
Okay.
Or swag for you, which would be sad.
Oh, that would be so sad.
Got some good swag.
I can't wait. Swag, snacks, and jiu-jitsu.
Yes. Yeah. What more do you need?
Exactly. All right, friends. Well, hopefully we will see you at Roll Model Camp on the mats.
Yes.
And if you can't make it, you can still connect with us and hang out online. We are on Instagram at Beauty in the Gi Podcast. I'm hanging out there at Brassy Broad Jen.
And I'm AJ Klingerman, everywhere you go. And definitely follow us on our Roll Model Grappling Instagram because we will be posting there throughout camp. So if you're not coming, you'll at least get to kind of follow along and live vicariously.
And are you on the TikTok?
I am. I'll try and post maybe some videos on there too.
Okay.
I'm bad at it, but I'm there as role model.
Okay. I mean, I just want to make sure that people can find you in all the places.
Exactly.
All right, friends. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the mat.